Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley. I'm bringing you another unboxing today. This was just released, I believe yesterday, or maybe it was today, I can't remember. But I believe it was yesterday. But I didn't get this off of Amazon like I usually do. It's on Amazon right now. But I got it at a great place here in the Phoenix Metro up in a town called Glendale. At a place called the Astrology Shop. Really great shop if you're in the area or if you just want to go online and check it out. It's absolutely fantastic. I also found this little gem. It's a mini deck for the classic tarot, but it's from Barbara Moore. Barbara Moore brings us a few tarot decks, including like the steampunk tarot. I don't have the big one, but I have the mini steampunk tarot out here. And the Wizards tarot as well, and they're fantastic they're fantastic decks with fantastic energy and great explanations. Absolutely love Barbara Moore. I'm so glad that I found this from her as well, and I'm so glad to have another mini deck. You guys know I gush over them, so I'm happy I picked up that one even though it's not a new one. But remember, it doesn't always have to be new to call to us or to be important in our journey when it comes to decks. But we're going to get into the Green Witch Oracle from Cheralyn Darcey. Hopefully I pronounced that right. You guys know me, I can't pronounce anything, but I try. I'm going to read the front and then I'm going to read the back, and then we'll get into it. It is a rock pool, which I believe rock pool is from Australia, so it probably has already been released in other areas in the world, but this is definitely new to America. So we have the Green Witch Oracle. Discover real secrets of botanical magic. And then on the back there's a few depictions of the cards, and then I'm going to read the info. Step into the enchanted garden and explore the hidden powers of the Green Witch. These 44 cards allow you to draw upon both magical and medicinal aspects of the garden. Ethnobotanical and plant folklore historical facts are included. Sorry guys, ethnobotanical and plant folklore historical facts are included in the guidebook. So this is the thing with Australian stuff. Sometimes it's a different grammar than America, so it throws me off track. I apologize, guys. Facts are included in the guidebook, along with gardening advice and spells. Oracle meanings are completely aligned with the doctrine of signatures to enable this deck to be used as a complementary medicine modality tool. Cheralyn Darcey is an environmentalist first, flower therapist, and teacher who has had a lifelong connection with the spiritual and healing properties of plants. And honestly, like guys, I absolutely love the artwork and how it's depicted in here. I know there's a lot of like botanical and floral decks out there that are absolutely amazing, and I definitely have felt called to some of them, but not strong enough to get them yet. So I'm really excited for this. I like the box. It's actually, there's a texture to the ink. So all of these little stars and then the elemental symbols and the writing, it's raised just a little bit, so it gives you that, sensation. I can't remember the exact words, but oh, it's the sensory. It gives you that sensory sensation. I love that. We have a little bit of artwork on the inside of the box. And then let's get into the guidebook a little bit just to see. A lot of them have the downloads for, especially when it comes to like rock pool or hay house, they'll have a lot of their oracles online too. What I don't like about that is you have to buy it again a lot of times, and I'm not, like, I don't like to pay for things just to have them on an app, you know, if I have them in hand. But it's up to you if you'd like to do that. She has a how to use the guidebook. She has card spreads, and then she goes into the cards. And I love that it's not only colored, but it's literally like, it reminds me of like what a kitchen witch would have for their grimoire. It very much set up in a very earthy, loving way. Absolutely adore that. That's beautiful. Okay. And then a little bit about her and a glossary. So pretty standard, which is okay. They don't have to put in a million things into a guidebook to be good, and they don't have to be short to be good either. More beautiful little just touches in the boxes. And then we have the elemental symbols on the back. These are very glossy. I like that. It's gonna shine though, so hopefully I can get, can't really see what the camera is seeing anymore, but I'll try and work it out for you guys. They have a little bit of that like ink slash like polymer smell to them, but it's not too bad. I really have to get up close to smell it, which is actually a change because a lot of the decks that are mass produced have that really bad smell to them that you have to air out. So that's nice. Let's get into the cards, guys. We have Clarity for Carrots. We have Peas for Communication. We have Desire with Lettuce. That's beautiful. Motion with Cucumber. I love the way that she, like, the artwork is here. And it's not, I can't remember if Cheralyn was the artist or not. Let me check the box really quick, guys. It doesn't have a different person on here. And normally if there's a different person that, like, illustrates them, it'll say. So she's most likely the artist of these as well. And these are absolutely beautiful. We have Grounding for Potatoes. And then if you guys haven't noticed, there's a little, it's like the scientific name of the plant. We have Leadership for Broccoli. And I like that she puts, she's putting not only the elemental sign, but the zodiac signs as well. We have Passion for Beetroot. Productivity in the Kent Pumpkin. Protection in the Onion. We have Ritual for Sweet Corn. Transition for Cauliflower. Oh, and I just dropped one, guys, and this is a very tight closet, so excuse me while I maneuver through. These are very glossy, and I like that because it makes it easier to shuffle, but it also makes them easier to kind of jump out at you. We have Affection with a Sorrel. I love the little picture of the black cat in there. We have Courage with Time. And again, guys, apologize. I'm trying to crane my neck to see to make sure we don't get too much glare. We have Divination for Chives. We have Happiness with a Marjoram. Again, I can't pronounce anything good, guys. I'm sorry. We have Memory with Rosemary. We have Regeneration with Tarragon. These are beautiful cards, guys. We have Stimulation with the Chili. Isn't that the truth? Chili's a good, everybody's had a chili, but they definitely like start your immune system and get everything like on fire, so not surprised. We have Strength in the Fennel. Success with Peppermint. We have Trust with Basil. We have Wisdom with Bay Leaves. with a bay plant. The issue is I can't see down here, so I can't see the bottom of what you guys are seeing. I apologize. We have abundance with grapes. What attracted me to the stack actually was this card, was this grape card. We have agreement with strawberry. We have cleansing with a lemon. We have continuance with the apple. It's a good, it's a very wise choice for whoever chose continuance for the apple. We have duality with the banana. Energy with the orange. Fertility with the watermelon. Love with tomatoes. We have luck with limes. That's beautiful. Vitality with figs. Wholeness with black mulberry. Attraction with the pansy. Just gonna move them around and hopefully you guys can see. We have focus with stock. Gratitude with a pink rose. Healing with a geranium. Hope with the daffodil. Beautiful flower for hope. Longevity with the chrysanthemum. I was just thinking, thank God for Alice in Wonderland. I know how to pronounce some of these flowers because of that movie. We have positivity with the marigold. Things you learn as a child just by watching a movie. We have purification with the snapdragon. We have refinement with the dahlia. Tranquility with the violet. And last but not least, we have victory with the nasturtium. I probably did pronounce that wrong. Nasturtium. Anybody who wants to correct me, feel free. You guys know me, like, just let me know. I'm happy to know how it's pronounced. These cards are a little thin, but like not in a bad way. They're just thin enough where I can like maneuver them to shuffle, which is so nice. And then I'm going to shuffle this way. Yeah, they're nice. And I thought that they would slide more. They're not sliding, which is nice. I don't have to, you know, go after cards. That's not always a good thing. Alright, let's get our messages for this video, guys. Ooh, we have trust with the basil and continuance with the apple. I'm just going to read a little bit from the book to see what Cheralyn and Darcey has to say about these, and if we have any more messages that need to come out, Spirit will have them known. But let's get into them. I automatically pulled up the apple in the book, so we'll go to that one first. It says continuance. It gives the scientific name, and it says, "If a tree dies, plant another in its place," by Carl Linus. Beautiful little quote. We have oracle meanings. The future is assured, and hope is all around for whoever is going, for whatever is going on at the moment. Now is a brilliant time to work on your vision for the future, on goals, and reevaluating past decisions. Apple also aligns with the energy of love, and especially on bringing romantic bonds close together. Look at individual elements of situations a little more closely, and be sure that you stand strong in your unique qualities. Keep ideas to yourself for the moment. We have cultivation. Plant apple trees from early winter to mid-spring in tropical zones from late autumn through to late spring in all other areas. Grow in a sheltered, full sun position with a free draining and fertile soil. Ensure that a young tree is very well watered in its first few weeks. Apples benefit from the application of nitrogen-based fertilizer each year before fruiting. Harvest apples when they smell and taste ripe. Magical correspondence. Uses: immortality, prosperity, love, spirit realm, blockages. Deities: Hera, Athena, Aphrodite, Pomona, Gaia, Morgan Le Fay, Idun, and Olwen. Celestial: Venus. Astrological sign: Capricorn. And then it goes into a continuance spell. I'm not going to read that, but I might read it for Basil. But a lot of information, a lot of great information in there, and you can use all of that however you see fit. For those of you who are looking to do, again, like, this very much feels like the perfect, like, starter for somebody who wants to dabble in being like a kitchen witch or an herb witch, which would be fantastic for a lot of us, actually. A lot of us empaths need a little help sometimes when it comes to that. I unfortunately have a black thumb, so it's not something that I would be able to do, but I love that she gives tips on how to cultivate the plant itself. Especially they're saying to me to read the one for this one, because when it comes to like herbs we can grow in our kitchen, guys. We don't need a lot of specialized equipment for that. It's something that we literally can go to like Walmart and find a already pre-potted plant, if we don't even want to do the work of, you know, putting the seeds in their pre-filled soil trays or seeding trays. Onto basil. Basil for trust. The garden suggests there might be a place where we can meet naturally halfway. Michael Pollan. If any of you don't know who Michael Pollan is, he has fantastic books out there about food, and a lot of different perspectives and ideas about it, and he is definitely worth a read. I'm actually glad that we have an Oracle deck creator that put him in there, because if you have any allergies or any sensitivities, or are just generally an empath and want to avoid of some foods, like, read Michael Pollan. Like, he has a lot of insight in a very, like, divine masculine scientific way. But yeah, he's definitely worth the read. Oracle meanings. Basil will indicate energies surrounding trust in the workings of relationships. Consideration and putting more into gaining harmonious ground are required, and although this does include romance, basil is referencing any relationship or connection. Education and travel are all areas that are shining with positive vibes at the moment, but be wary of being in situations or relationships that you know are not good for you. Ooh, very big message for us in the last year, but especially now, guys. If it's toxic, don't spend another minute on it. Cultivation. Common basil is an annual, but there are perennial varieties available. Annual, guys, means that it buds once a year, but there are perennial is per annual. I think biannual is twice. Yeah, biannual is twice a year. Periannual. Maybe that's. I thought it was twice a year, but biannual is twice a year. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe periannual is twice a year. But is it every 2 years? I don't know. It might be, I'm second guessing myself, but it might be just twice a year. Who knows? But yeah, I thought that it was one of those plants that actually did more than once. I guess you'll have to, if you go out and grab some for yourself, you'll have to read and check if it's the annual blooming one or if it's the peri-annual blooming one. Plant annual basil from spring to early summer in tropical zones, spring to end of summer in temperate places, and autumn to midsummer in colder climates. Although it prefers full sun, basil will grow in semi-shade and requires a fertile, free-draining soil in either a garden bed or pot. Harvest leaves as required to remove flowers as spent to extend seasons. Magical correspondence. Good luck, love, prosperity, reconciliation, and success. Deities. Anai, Aradia, Aries, Urzuli, Jupiter, Krishna, Loki, Mars. It says it's Zeth, but I'm sure it's something like Zeth or something. And then Vishnu. Celestial is Mars, and astrological sign is Scorpio. I'm going to read this spell. I didn't do it in the apple, but I'm going to read it here in the basil. Trust spell. Reconcile and mend the bridges of trust by sharing this yummy pesto. Place 2 cups of fresh basil leaves, 1/2 cup of fresh grated Romano cheese, 1/3 cup of pine nuts, and 3 garlic cloves in a food processor and blend until minced. Slowly add 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil while the processor is running and season to taste. Decant into 2 blue jars and share to mend relationships. Beautiful. It's fair to say that there's not much more they want to say in this video specifically. I really like these guys. It's very simple and concise, and it gives you information into, like, if you want to research a little more, like the deities and the astrological signs. So, like, why did I pull up basil? Well, basil has an astrological correspondence of Mars. Let's look into Mars. That sort of thing. So I really like that she corresponded it with other things that you can then go into and find out on your own. And I really love the artwork, guys. I'm really happy that I got this from the astrological shop, or the astrology shop today in Glendale. Again, if you're in the area or want to look online, give them a look. There's some pretty awesome people there, so they definitely deserve it. And pick out Cheralyn Darcey's Oracle, Cheralyn Darcey's Green Witch Oracle. Sorry guys, it's close to my bedtime. I will see you guys here again very, very soon. I hope you enjoyed this and have a good day.